So, guys, let's start with the topics. And so, any doubt in previous classes? Anything?
Sir, I have not clear IPv4 header.
IPv4 header,
Header. Yes, sir.
address or header?
Header.
Acha, header. Okay. So, okay, let's revise some topics. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So, see, this header is actually 20 bytes of header. Okay. So 20 byte is the fixed part. Then the optional is like the 40 bytes. But we are not considering the optional ones. We are sending the data to 20 bytes. Okay. And the length, the header length decides like how much the size is. Okay. In this, like this is the 4 bits, but it is extended. So due to IPv6, the header length has been extended. Okay. So sometimes you are sending the data. So multiply by 4. This is a 4 bits. But if you are sending the 1 bits, okay. So 1 into multiply by 4. So this is 4. 20 bytes of total data. So already it is the fixed part. And it is divided into 4 categories. First, second, third, and fourth. Each is having 4 bytes. And 1 byte is having the 8 bit of data. Okay. So version, header length, and type of service and total length. So these are the some of the terms in the header. What we need to check? We need to check the flags. These are 3 bit of flags, and the protocol, like what protocol is used in the header, and why we are using this IPv4 header. Just transmitting the data from one source to destination. So every data packet you are sending over IP, so each data packet is associated with the header. Okay. So you are not going to see like all those things like on every day on header part, but just it is the basic understanding. So what is your doubt into this? The size, the
Sir,
particular.
IHL, DSCP, ECN.
No, like this is you can forget, but this is you just forget this one. The type of service, just remember the type of service. Both are combined the type of service. This is I break this is a breakup of the particular blocks. Okay. So if you particularly go with the DSCP, so this is the part of the just a second. Okay. So DSSP and DSCP and ECN. So these both are the part of the like type of service. So what type of service it is going to provide? Okay. So just to go on, let me show you over Google names. Con I have one more notes. Just a second. I will share you the document, but this is for the cognition part. Like see the we have the clear explanation over there, but ECN is the mechanism used to signal network cognition without dropping of the packets. So just it decides like the packets are delivered actually, but this work is also performed by the protocol. The protocol is having the mechanism to provide the acknowledgement or not. So just let me see one more thing. Time to leave. Okay. So just we need to consider in the type of service, like the it specify the datagram, like whatever you are sending a data packet, in that the IPv4 header is also included. So it is included with the like priority. So it decides the ECN and DSCP, it decides the priority of the uh, datagram, like whatever you are sending the packets. So it decides like it is on priority basis or we can delay it. So it used when like lot of traffics are going on the single time. But you can go with the, like I will provide you one of the document of CCNA document, and there you can go and see the explanation of the DSCP and ECN. So that is a detailed document. There you can find out something. And apart from this type of service, is there any other doubts in the header?
Sir, flags.
Which one? Flags.
Flags.
So flags like just this is the 3 bit of the length, and it decides like the data, the data that you are sending. So it is like breakable or not, like whatever the you are transmitting the data. So like fragmentation, that is we are fragmented the data like in different small packets, okay, just like breaking the data. Okay, so when the data the flags are 1, so data is not going to be fragmented. But if the data bit is 0, so data can be fragmented and it can be delivered. लाइक 4 पैकेट में हमने डिवाइड कर दिया उस डेटा को, हम फ्रेगमेंट कर सकते हैं डेटा को. सो कुछ डेटा ऐसा होता है जिसको हम ब्रेक नहीं कर सकते, कुछ ऐसा होता है जिसको हम ब्रेक कर सकते हैं इन डिफरेंट पैकेट्स. सो दैट डिसाइड्स द फ्रेगमेंटेशन. Just a second. Yes. Just a second, guys. I got something. Okay. So, like, just you consider the 1 and 0 in this format for flags. For fragmentation, if 0 is there, the data is going to be fragmented. If 1 is there, you are not going to fragment this data. But when you are sending the data, you are fragmenting. If flags is 1 and you are fragmenting the data, means every packet is designed the same identification number. Okay, just like this is the identification. Okay, so this is the 16 bits of data, and it is going to like appear on every packet. That packet is fragmented, and every packet having the same identification number. like जब भी हम डेटा को रिसीव करें तो सेम नंबर से हम रिसीव कर पाए. ओके.
Okay, sir.
ओके. So coming to start the DNS part today, it is like, are you guys aware about DNS?
It's a little bit
Okay.
domain name system.
Okay. So just like it works as a phone directory. Just like your phone directory, you are saving someone number with the someone number with the name, right? आपके पास अगर 10 नंबर हैं, so you are not going to remember all those numbers, but you remember the name. When you are going to search the name, so number is going to be appeared, right?
Yes,
Same
sir.
is happening in the DNS. DNS acts the internet's phone book, translating human readable domain names into the numeric IP address that computes used to locate and connect the websites and other online resources. So what it is doing, like if something like google.com, so when you ping the google.com, so it provides some of the IPs also there, right? So the data is saved on that particular IP. Okay, that the file in that format, like whatever the format is in Excel, in Word, or whatever the format is, but data is directly saving on that particular host, and that is the number. So just like you can go with the google.com and you try the IP of the exact google.com. What DNS is doing, when you are searching the google.com, so it's not taking your system like google.com, it is not going to search. It is going to search with the some of the parts like TLD, like .com. So then it converted to something, some numeric numbers, and then after it is going to be resolved. So we'll see how it is going to be happen. like uh, just a second. TLDs. Okay, here we have. Okay, so we can decide the TLDs. So, the three things are there, like just like google.com. So .com is the top level domain. Okay, so the, the data, like whatever you are searching, is going to decide on the basis of the your domain only. So something you are going to edu.in for India.in, .us for US. So every country is having some of the specific domain. Okay, and also some of the .org, that is for organizational purpose. .com for commercial use, right? So this type of the TLDs are divided, and how the structure is. like root DNS server. Then these are the TLDs. The different TLDs are there. Under TLDs, there are a lot of sub TLDs you can design, but mostly the TLDs is having them. Just like someone decided dot in dot something, but that is also going to work. Whatever you want you can design, but for better understanding and better looking, it is going to decide like dot com and in that format. So last three digits, two digits, they are going to provide as their requirement, but it is defined and it is in proper manner. How it works, there are three things: root DNS server, TLDs, and authoritative DNS server. So what these are, we are going to see. Root DNS servers, these are the highest level of DNS server, and know where to find the TLD servers. TLD means, just come to this part. Okay, these are the root domain server, TLDs, and example, that is a exact server. So root servers is only able to find out like what is your top level domain, where it is located. So just if you are searching something just like google.com, so a root server is providing you only .com address, like where the .com is allocated, where the .com is stored. Okay, so if everything, like you are searching for google.com, you are searching the google.in, you are searching for something .edu, so root server is providing the details of the where it is located. Like if you are searching .com, so root server will provide the server name of the TLD where the .com is situated. If you are searching .org, so root server is providing you like where the .org is situated. So it is the top level, like the first top level in DNS part, top level server that provides the your top level of domain data. So where it is situated, like you can't a lot of DNS resolver is having a lot of queries on the single time, so it can't decide, so it is sending us to root server to overcome their burden. Okay, so जब भी डेटा हमारे रूट सर्वर के पास जाएगा, it can decide and it can provide you the details, like you can see uh, the number. It's like the first user is searching something like example.com, so it comes to the DNS resolver, and you can guess where the DNS resolver is installed. What is DNS resolver? Anyone?
No, sir.
Okay, just a second. I'm getting something.
हाय सर।
Yeah, yeah.
हाय सर, सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट। एक्चुअली हमारे साथ शुभम और ईशांत है, दोनों न्यू स्टूडेंट हैं।
Okay.
सो ईशांत एंड शुभम, अगर आपको कोई भी डाउट हो, क्वेरी हो, तो आप सर से डायरेक्टली पूछ सकते हो अपने आप को अनम्यूट करके।
हाँ हाँ, ठीक है।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सो मच सर।
Actually, we got one alert. It's related to malware. Okay. So, DNS resolver is installed your service provider. So they can, like, if you are using some the broadband of the Airtel, okay, or Geo, so they are having the resolver. Okay. So like if anything you are searching, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if anything you are searching, so that query uh, is how it is getting resolved. If you are searching google.com, so how google.com is providing the result to you. Okay. So firstly, when you are searching the google.com, if it is in your cache file, okay, means your system's cache file, if the data is there, you've already searched and that is not deleted your cache file, so it is there, so it can resolve directly because it knows where the google.com is stored. Okay, so it directly going to resolve and you are able to see the google.com page. Okay, if that is not in your google.com page, if something, some new site or like rarely you are searching, so it would take some of the time. Okay, so what in that case, what is it is going to do? It goes to DNS resolver that is installed at your the service provider, your ISPs. Okay, they are having some of the details, and what it does, it is taking, it is also converting your IP to host and host to IP. Host means google.com, and if you are searching something google.com, so it is also going to resolve into the IP format, and it is sending the data. It is like searching. So what its functionality is, it is sending, just you search google.com, it goes to DNS resolver. DNS resolver asks to root server. Root server is having the shared location. Shared location means just like you heard about the SolarWinds server and so such type of servers, right? So those are the shared server like GoDaddy.com, and those authoritatives are sharing these root servers. Okay, like जितने भी registrar हैं, so they are connected to the root server and they are sharing the data to each others. So ये क्वेरी अब रूट सर्वर के पास जाएगी google.com. सो व्हाट रूट सर्वर इज डूइंग, इट इज जस्ट टेकिंग योर टॉप लेवल डोमेन डॉट कॉम, इट्स टेकिंग, और डॉट org, or whatever is the top level domain is, and it provides where the dot com is installed, where the dot com data is there. So it provides the actual IP of the TLD server, top level domain server. Okay, if something is google.com, so it provide for the data where the .com is installed. So it is the providing the TLD server details, and again the DNS resolver is sending those details and asking to the TLD server. Then TLD server is looking into, like, yeah, this is the google.com, and it is the .com, and you are searching for google.com, so where the google.com is like actual file is there. So it is providing the details of the exact server, and that is called authoritative server. Okay, where the data is already situated. So again, TLD server is directly not going to provide the details to the user. It is providing details to the DNS resolver. DNS resolver again going to the authoritative server where the data is actually found. Then after finding the data, get the DNS resolver, and it can provide the data to the user's browser. So these are the mechanism how DNS lookups are working. So whenever you are searching something, and so these process are going to be run. Okay, and you can see. CMD. So We have the command. I think I have mentioned. Net std. This is also open port. Telnet. Okay. Let's ping. Controlling the data. Telnet. Anyone having the idea why Telnet is not working?
Sir, full domain name is required.
So we provided the full domain name .com. Telnet google.com. Bye. I think something I did with the command line. Hmm. Okay, I will see. I did something with the command line. I think that is the breaking. Mhm. Who is looking to this? Okay. Okay. So, any doubt in the process of the DNS lookups, like how it works? We have some example. This is the example. The user types example.com into the browser and try to traverse into the internet and is received by DNS recursive resolver. The resolver then queries a DNS root name server. Okay, the first DNS root name server. Then after the root server responds to the resolver with the address of the TLD. Only it can provide the TLD and DNS resolver to DNS server, which stored the information for its domains. Okay, and again like DNS server then makes the request to the .com TLDs. So ये TLD के पास जाएगा. Then TLD server then respond with the IP address of the domain name server, like exactly where the domain is like situated. .com, google.com exactly where it is situated. Lastly, the recursive resolver sends the query to the domain name server. Lastly, then after the IP address of example.com is returned to the resolver and then the name server. The DNS resolver then responds to the web browser with the IP address and domain requested initially. So these all the 8 steps involved, and maximum times like you are getting this type of questions like explain the DNS working. So you can go with these 8 steps, okay, and you can provide. But sometimes they are going to ask regarding the root server, TLD server, and this is the authoritative server. So uh, like this is nothing but the root DNS server is that is having the exact details of the TLDs, all the TLDs, like whatever the top level domain are. So these are the TLDs. They can ask you like who provides the data to root DNS server. So all the registrar can provide the data to root DNS server. Okay. TLDs, like every top level domain is having their own servers or whatever, like the cloud or where they have installed, park the data. So from there, these details only provided by the root DNS server. Then TLDs are providing the exact authoritative DNS servers, like where the google.com is situated, where the like something .in is situated. So these are the authoritative name servers, and these you can provide again the DNS resolver can get the data from the exact location and it can provide it to into the your browser. Okay, so we have some of the queries DNS. So let me check CMD. Hmm.
Sir, enable the program and features control panel for telnet.
From
Sir, control panel.
no, no, this is a control panel already.
No, sir, the command prompt.
Control panel, yeah.
Program and features. Sir, search.
I think this is the programs. Just yeah,
Sir, turn window features on or off.
yeah, got it. Okay, let's see. It will take some time. Okay, so these are two types of queries. Okay, that DNS is used. Mostly DNS resolver is using. So in recursive query, either it provide the exact detail google.com and or it can throw in an error like you can't find the 4.4 not found, right? Sometimes you are getting this type of error, right? Whenever you are not finding the data. So these type of recursive queries are there. That is exactly find out, provide the details. And in iterative queries, in this situation, the DNS client will allow a DNS server to return the best answer it can. Like sometimes you are searching something, but they are providing a huge number of details. Like uh, something just like you are going to search Hindi, English, or anything. So it can provide a lot of website details because it is running the iterative queries. They are not able to find out exact details whatever you are searching, and it is providing the some of the related details. Okay, so that is a long queries. So but for precise and for time saving the exact query if you are running, so go with the recursive queries every time. So mostly it decided by the administrator, the network administrator. They are deciding like how the DNS resolver is going to use the queries, like recursive queries or iterative queries. That's why it depends on the, sometimes your searches are going to run very long time. So your organization is saying contact with the ISPs, whatever internet you are using, connect with them. They can provide you some of the resolution. So they are doing such type of things. Something they are need to update. So this type of service they are providing, and they are administrating these type of services. So recursive queries widely used in DNS. Okay. And iterative is like not providing the exact, it is trying to find out the all the best answer, but it is a very long queries. Okay. So these things mostly the three these servers names and the TLDs and the working principles. So these are the only important in the DNS part. And you can go with the records, a records, CNAMEs, but that is not required. Like that is a, it is not a networking type of interview. So go with the like this part only. Like what is DNS, how it works, and what is uh, this one, root server, TLDs, and authoritative servers. So these three you can close with the DNS part. We are going to see some of the attack name like DNS poisoning, how it works, and what you can do in DNS poisoning. Apart from that, also a DNS level of different type of attacks also. So we'll see and we'll learn how we can mitigate those attacks. Okay. Any doubt, guys? In DNS?
No,
Anyone?
sir.
Okay, so those people like are Subham is joined today, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, Subham. So what like what's your background of like in which department you belongs to as of now?
I belongs to IT department, so yes, I have basic understanding of the network, and right now I'm working on GRC,
GRC.
governance and risk and compliance.
Okay, okay.
Yes,
Yeah, so you are working on mostly on the frameworks, policies, right? And the
right,
auditing stuff.
right.
Okay. Good. So now we are coming to the TCPs and UDP. So these are the two protocols what we are using. So the transmission control protocol and user datagram protocol. So in TCP protocol, that is connection oriented. Like if message is delivered, so also it is providing one of the acknowledgement, like the message has been delivered. So acknowledgement for each packet transmitted. In the UDP, it is connectionless and it is no acknowledgement. So either the transmitted data is delivered or either not delivered. So there is no any acknowledgement we found into UDP. Just like some of the live streaming, some of the YouTube videos. Okay, so these are uh, online games. So these all based on the UDPs. And for TCP's part, HTTP, STTPS, SMTP, like you are sending some email, so it is providing like mail received or such type of acknowledgement you also find out. Okay. TCP is slower. So mostly why it is slower, because it is providing the acknowledgement and it is having some of the three-way handshake process as well. So that's why it is having consuming some of the time related to UDP. Okay. B- it is having the guaranteed delivery. If it is not delivered, so it is going to provide you error message like it is not going to deliver, like some mail you are sending and the mail ID that you sender like receiving mail ID is deleted, like not find out. So on that part, this is going to provide some of the error in your acknowledgement, right? But in UDP, either it's like going the videos or not, it is playing or not, so there is no feedback, no, there is no acknowledgement into that. Okay. So sometimes we require the faster delivery where we are using the UDP, and where we can go with the security part and we are going with the secure communications. Okay. So we are going to use the TCP part. So most widely used the TCP in the security domain we are using, and you are going to see on daily basis the TCP use. The HTTPS, the port numbers like HTTPS, the secure ports you are going to use. HTTP, so going to use the port numbers. So 4434 HTTPS, 480 for HTTP. So most widely HTTPS are going to be used. Apart from that, a lot of port numbers you need to remember. Okay. So we'll provide all those things, all those port numbers. In doubt into TCP UDP, we are going to see the three-way handshake, how it works and all.
No, sir.
Okay. So this is the very famous term, three-way handshake. In three-way handshake, the TCP process for establishing a connection between a client and server. So every communication you are going to perform, that is a client and server based. Okay. So this is called a client server mode. So in step one, the client sends a sync packet to the server. So this is the client, this is a server. This is going to initiate one of the like client wants to initiate one of the connection with the server. Okay. So it is sending one of the sync packet to the server. Some server, the server responds with the sync acknowledgement packet. So sync acknowledgement packet sent by the server to the client. When client receives that sync acknowledgement packet, the client is able to it is going to again like provide one of the acknowledgement, like I am acknowledging and I am going to allow the transferring the data. The client sends the acknowledgement packet to complete the connection and allowing for reliable data transfer. So after the acknowledgement part, it is going to provide like the connection is established and it is going to send the data to the server and server is going to respond. But in UDP, these are not going to be happen. That is directly sending the data. There is no any acknowledgement, there is no anything. That is directly sending the data. But in the TCP, these three processes are going to be done. Then the client node sends a sync packet data to a server if want to communicate to. The objective of this packet to ask enter if the server is open for new connection or not. Sometimes server is not open, sometimes server is busy, all ports are busy, and like a limited bandwidth, we are allowing the servers for the particular bandwidth, like how much the traffic the server can handle on a particular time. Okay, so in between, like how many connections the server can make. Sometimes you are getting the message like server busy. So this is the part of that, like server is not able to make the connection. Okay, and if the server is willing to communicate the client, if the port is open, it responds and with the acknowledgement packet, so it can provide the acknowledgement packet. So anyone works on the scanning part, like anyone run the nmap or
Yes,
any
sir. I will
option.
work. Nmap.
Nmap, okay. So you scanned some of these servers, like public servers.
No, sir. Have to
Okay,
Pakistan website, the port will be open.
okay. So you found something, some open ports or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what you did next?
To to access the access panel, may admin panel.
Okay, okay, good.
Bas.
So on that web, there is two types, like vertical port scanning and horizontal port scanning. Are you aware these things? We're going to cover. Okay. We'll cover it.
Okay, sir.
That is a good topic, like how to scan. Like we're not going to use that tool, but the basic terminologies, like how we scan and what is the port scanning and what is the vertical and horizontal port scanning. So these terms, like sometimes interviewer will ask. And also some of the internal pen testing activity happened on every quarter. Okay, or external or internal for every organization. So being a SOC people, when you got the alert, okay, in terms of port scanning, so you need to identify what is the port, who is scanning, exactly who is scanning. So sometimes they are creating some of the clone type of device and they are trying to scan with that device, like that is a unknown. Okay, so in that terms, you need to identify like who is scanning, why, what is the purpose of scanning, or on daily basis, if you are having some of the public facing server, so a lot of Russian Federation hackers are like scanning your servers on daily basis. So they have created a lot of bots, and bot is also performing the scan. That is also happening nowadays. Okay. So we will see like what ports they are able to find out, or every quarter why we are scanning our servers. Like if by mistake is there any port to open, okay, so there is a vulnerability. So definitely we need to block those ports if that is not required. Any user ID or password, any admin ID accessed from the public, so we are able to block those things. So that's why the security team is going to identify the vulnerability. So we are using the Rapid 7 as of now, and we are scanning from the Rapid 7. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Again, in doubt in the TCP?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. So TCP header, and like that is also not So we'll start tomorrow with TCP header and the OSI model. And tomorrow, I think we can close with the networking basics, and then we'll move forward with the security topics. Okay, installation with going with the Splunk first. I'm going to learn the architecture and the basic terminology, and then after we'll go to installation with the Splunk part.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So any doubt, anything required that is a new joining today? I think they leave. Okay. Also, I will provide one of the question set for the networking part. So all those type of questions that is included there, and you can go with those topics. Also, I think I will provide a CCNA guide where the CCNA notes, that is not a guide, that is a note, and where all the topic of networking is very well defined. So you can go with those things and try to understand all those topics. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So that is not much required, but yeah, as being a part of the security, you required the basic things like IP, TCP, or OSIs, and these things you need to aware in deep. Okay,
Okay,
guys,
sir. Okay,
I'm
sir.
getting some of the alerts, so I need to work on those.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you, everyone.